Just Nelson Mandela himself would always say that it was always a collective, that struggle against apartheid. We also need to understand the role of people who were not in leadership, the rank and file. The laborers, the workers, the role that they played. The cultural activists, people who sang, poets and all that, because they also played an important role so that the international community would know what was happening in South Africa. The ANC, for example, had a group called Amandla Cultural Ensemble, which told the world, and they performed in different countries, music, plays, poetry, and then we also have other cultural activists who were painters, sculptors, and all that. So, with the opposition to apartheid, some people would easily understand the speeches by the leaders, Oliver Tambo and others, who went around the world, informing the world about the brutal system of apartheid. But some people, and I think many, I would emphasize that it was through music, it was through poetry that they would easily grasp what was happening inside the country. Other than that, they wouldn't have been in a position to support the anti-apartheid movement throughout the world. So I think cultural activism also played an important role in the demise of apartheid.
Music was segregated. Apartheid affected every life in South Africa. Every life, even work. We were not allowed to perform at some of the best venues in town. And at some stage we had performed at a nightclub in Johannesburg in town, and we were not allowed to interact with the audience. We were such a good band that the nightclubs would invite us, but they were sorry for white people. And at nightclub in Glen Hazel, we were only allowed to leave after everybody had left. And one of the nights, and I think it was very early hours of the morning when we had to leave, we were confronted by police, who asked us what we were doing in town at that time. And when we told them that we're a band, this guy could not believe. And he was disdainful. The way he looked at us. And for a moment he said to me, "You can't tell me you're a band. For me, you all look like monkeys, nothing else." But for us it was fun because we understood the psychology that he was trying to, and we were capable to deal with that stuff because of our educational background. And we laughed about it. And it was a very difficult space to make music. And of course, the townships were incredible. We had great support from our people. Of course, it became a very difficult existence for us when we started then going into other different countries and so on, especially when we got to Botswana, where we suddenly realized, it's funny because people, people of all races mixed in Botswana, and we coming to our concert, there was no issue. It made no difference to those people were deaf, dancing to our music. And of course, that ignited our political consciousness. That ignited our political call to understand why is it that it's different in South Africa as well as the other countries like Lesotho, Botswana, and Swaziland. We could play to all audiences. That made us self-conscious, and we started pursuing a different approach to music, which we felt we could use as a vehicle to express our political alliance.